you know, last year we had a pretty darn good year, and then I walk into this Wharton County, and it kind of pales in comparison to that got accomplished last year in the county. But what a tremendous year for our county, and we got a state champion over here, a state runner-up over here, and but nonetheless, we are very proud of what we accomplished last year also. We've got some big shoes to fill. We were talking as a coaching staff meeting the other day, and we're way ahead of where we were last year right now, but are we going to get, the key is, are we going to get as good as we got to last year? Because we graduated some really good folks. In Grissom at quarterback, that's one of the guys that we got to replace. We had a linebacker who ended up carrying the ball for us, Frazier. He's a big one to replace. Pinckney, Alfred Pinckney was a running back DB. Those two guys, Pinckney and Frazier, now got invited into the Sam Houston, so they're up there practicing right now. They didn't get scholarships, but they were invited to come in with the rest of the team, so that tells you the kind of people that we are replacing. And then our kicker also is going on and kicking in college, and so our kicking game is something that we have to do a great job with this fall to get to replace those people. So on another very positive note for our community and our kids is the inaugural 3AL Bayou Bowl, I guess you would call it. The inaugural Bayou Bowl, we had 5 players represent us up in that game, and I think one got an interception, one threw a touchdown, one had a 4th down conversion. They were all over the place, and Coach handled all the kicking chores, punting and kicking. So that was great for our kids, and really it was great for our community to have that kind of postseason acknowledgement. It's something we work toward. And we're, of course, we're trying to get our programs, our traditions, to where some of the folks in this room are. You know, El Campo and East Bernard are great to have great traditions, and you know, it's a great types of program to pattern ourselves after. But do want everyone to know we are the Wharton Tigers, and we're trying to get there. So as far as this year, we've got 15 returning lettermen. I think last year I was standing here talking about we had 7 that were even on the roster the year before. So we feel good about that group of it, and we also have 15 seniors that are coming back. So and that amounts to, we got 6 starters on offense and 5 starters on defense returning. Unfortunately, 3 of those are the same guy. So it's not as glorious as it may sound. And we would like to find where we're get to the stage where we have 11 starters on each side of the football. We're not there yet, but we're working hard toward that. And I wish I was as sure and confident as Brent and Coach Long over here about who the starters are going to be. We got a lot of work to do yet to. But ready or not, we're going to have 22 starters and 66 on special teams come next Friday night against Cuero at home. But let me talk about a few of the guys that are coming back that I'm real excited about and proud of. Probably the deepest part of our team is going to be our wide receiving group, and they are all returning. Kind of like East Bernard, they got a lot of the skill positions we got returning. Leshad O'Neal is a receiver. He made some huge catches. He's a crunch time kind of player. Made the catch against Sealy, got in the end zone. So he's a good one. Dante Bell, also a returning starter. And I think Coach talked about that we've got some people that are returning starters that don't have any experience. They're still young. They're still so Bell is a junior. Ashton Branch is a junior. He's returning at one of the receiver positions in Devontae Durgan. So we got a solid group of guys there, and of course, a couple of those guys also start on defense. Maybe 3 of them start on defense. So we got some depth there. We're trying to work on getting some of those guys off of the defensive side and some of our younger guys in there to rest them and spell them and gain some depth at all those positions. In the offensive line, we've got Isaiah Lynch, was a two-way all-district player last year, and Greg Page. Those are the 2 guys we have returning, and we are looking real hard for the other 3 people. We've got people there right now, and they need to mature, grow up, and grow into that position, and the guys behind them are going to push them hard. And you know, the scrimmage the other night, we went to Sweeney. We were all lined up Friday night, ready to scrimmage at our place, and we waited through the rain and everything else. The lights were good, and then right when we got ready to snap the ball, the power went out. So we're standing there in the dark, waiting to scrimmage. So we went down there the next morning, and our scrimmage was set up with the coaches on the field, the controlled scrimmage, the first part, and then a game situation, the second part. The first part of that thing, we looked like gangbusters when we were out there. So we looked really good. And then the second half, we look really bad. So we have potential, but where we're going to fall in between there, hopefully by tonight, we're somewhere in between, and next week we're closer to the first half the way we had it. But anyway, and it starts with, you know, the center quarterback exchange. We got all the receivers returning, but we first of all got to get the ball from that center back here to the quarterback. And then he's got to get the ball out there to the right person. So that sounds real easy, but it's probably something that's taken for granted is that center quarterback exchange. In fact, Coach, what did we do yesterday in practice? Snap. We were under center. He hates it. Yeah, we had the quarterback under center yesterday just to send them a message about something we got to get better at. In the secondary, Taylor Skinner, I mentioned a few of those guys already, but Taylor Skinner is a returning player that I didn't mention in the receiver corps. And Lynch, of course, is going to be Isaiah is going to be the person we build our defensive front around. Inside linebackers, Frazier and Claudio Rojas graduated. Coach Ray's son, PJ, and we've got some solid guys in there, some good athletes that are learning the position. PJ is one of the guys we didn't get to play last year because of injury. So I'm excited about seeing him play. So we got 3 or 4, a couple young kids, a couple seniors fighting for the inside linebacker position, which of course is our leaders on defense. Kicking chores, we're working on that feverishly, so don't tell anybody to rush our punter right now. All right, so keep that quiet, Coach Gillis, because we're working on finding the kicking, putting the kicking game together. Lou did a pretty good job the other night. Lou Guajardo is who we have set up to handle our kicking and punting chores right now. So we have depth at certain positions, extremely thin at others, but we are, you know. That's what I mentioned earlier. We're not as good as we want to be, and can we get to where we want to be by the time district rolls around? Everybody knows about our district, how tough it is. I'm not going to stand up here and cry about it. We all have tough games and tough opponents and great rivals that we play against. So we do have a couple new coaches in the district. Sealy's got a new one. Columbus has got a new one. So we're looking forward to that. Our non-district schedule is Cuero, West Columbia, and Brazosport, 3 of the 4. So we got a very challenging schedule ahead of us, which hopefully will prepare us for the district. I got some on another note. Our scrimmages tonight. We're going to Stafford, and it's 5, 6, and 7 with our freshman JV and varsity. And then I have some other good news about KIOX is going to broadcast our games this year. So that is great news for us, so our community can hear it if they can't get there. I want to thank the newspapers for putting this on, and let's have a great year, everybody.